Hello there. What's up, everybody? I wanted to do a quick demo review. Well, quickish. Not really that quick. But of Hounds versus Warriors, game number 2. Wanted to have a look at the late game. This is the one where the Warriors held the base pretty well. Hounds maybe threw away what should have been a guaranteed win. I just wanted to have a look at what actually happened. Why it actually happened. Whether it was great defense, throws. It's always a bit of both. But anyway, we're starting off about 22 minutes. This is the second Fire Giant in the game. Hopefully my levels are okay. This feels... Sorry, my audio feels bad. Ugh. Even my 4090 can't deal with Smite scroll bars without absolutely dying. Anyway. Yeah, so this is the second FG of this game. First FG, the Hounds got and they took off the tier 2 towers. And they get the second FG. And it's mostly the Phoenix Phoenix sieges and base sieges that I want to pay attention to and what teams are doing in between time. So you can see at the moment, split pushes coming out. Oh, this is a big mistake by Panatom, by the way. Jumping here. Shows himself on the map, jumping. Oath will have seen him come into frame on the minions there. Leaping, you can tell from the way someone appears on the screen that they leapt. He knows that the leap's down, he comes in, he gets the solo kill. So a good early play by Oath. They stop the split push from Panatom, they punish it, and they get themselves what should now be a pretty comfortable siege. This is going to be a bit of a slow burn. They push on the left-hand side, but you can see they're playing safely. Benny and Coast are going to try and play pretty far back, make sure that they can get engaged on by the tanks, and hence won't be able to get hit by the carries either, and just slowly poke this one out. They keep 4 here. They know they're guaranteed getting the solo side Phoenix. So this is really good play by the Hounds. This is them just doing the fundamental things right, being patient, not overcommitting on this Phoenix, not rushing things, making sure they don't take... The key, I think, to sieging at this level is never taking an even fight. Winning a 5v5 on a Phoenix a lot of the times, I think means you did something wrong and got away with it. In this case, they make it a 4v4 on this Phoenix with Panatom dead. They push down the right-hand Phoenix and they slowly poke and prod. And they get both Phoenixes. Really nicely played. Patient, chill play. Their comp is really good for this as well, it's worth noting. Playing slow and playing patient. Agni has just I mean, look at that. Look at that poke. It's nuts. And that's on like a less than 20 second cooldown. And there's 2 bombs onto an Atroid. You look at the poke. Nice base defense though. Tiamat, one of the bear characters. I feel like Coast got knocked up by Tiamat ult tornado thing so many times this game. They got the beads out of Pegon there towards the end. I don't know if Pegon actually had to beads, but maybe wanted to stay healthy in case there was a push. They don't take away the comeback mechanic. I would have actually liked to see them do that. They're just too busy worrying about not getting picked, I guess. But I think that's actually a fairly at this time in the game, that's a fairly significant thing to miss doing. You should be getting those comeback mechanic chests and taking them away to preserve your lead. 10,000 at this point. They get the Gold Fury, but they waited around a Gold Fury anyway, right? There's no reason. I don't know. Maybe Oath took away the right jungle, and that was more worth it. I can see there's an Eye of the Jungle ward here, I assume. So I guess he probably did take these camps away. No, this is red squads, right? Because it's gray on the ground. But yeah, I would have liked to see them take away the comeback mechanic. They grabbed the Pyromancer. They've got 2 Phoenixes down now. You can see his enemy over here. You can probably guess that this is not going to be a contested FG, but you want to be careful anyway. Step up, get some wards down. I don't really love Oath's positioning here. I guess he has enough vision to do it and see them on waves. So it's probably okay. So he's just looking to see if he can catch out. Saw should, now that they're rotating in, probably back off. And you can see the Warriors unwilling to fight here. They know that they can't fight this FG. They're like, we'll take our chances at the base, which is smart. They push down the waves. They threaten backdoors here, which forces a back out of Ducky, which delays the siege. Wastes a little bit of FG time, which is pretty smart. There are the Tiamat minions coming down this lane as well, so another little thing that's set up. They're coming down mid also. That's OP. Went down 2 lanes at once. Anyway, let's see what they do on mid here. let's pause and talk about what they should do. So again, as I mentioned earlier, the key thing for sieging at this level is never to take an even fight. How do you take an uneven fight here? You wait for the fire minions to push down the side lanes, and they pull people away from the mid Phoenix, so that you can siege it, and it's not a 5v5, or at least people are having to use skills to kill minions in side lanes so they can't fight as effectively. So that's what I want to see here. I briefly fast forwarded through this before I did this on YouTube, but yeah, I don't remember what they do. So let's see. You can see the warriors recognize what they want to do. They know that the Gwen's not here. They maybe know the Nem's not here as well. So they're stepping up. Good patience. Back off. Poke. SOT has to dash. And he ends up dashing away as well. They have these nice sentries on the side as well, which means they're not going to get flanked from the right jungle without knowing about it, which is useful. I don't think any wards down here. That's another thing to keep an eye on here, is how they patrol the jungle. So here now Oath has cleared the entire left jungle. They know they're not getting flanked from... Well, they're pretty confident they're not getting flanked from other side. Now they see the back of here, so they know, okay, we're pretty safe here. They send Oath around here into the nuke. It's a really powerful place to go. You want to get somebody in this gap if you can, just because it means the other team has to be careful about pushing out. And it just gives you another threat. You can come around the side, you can chase people down if they try and reset back to the fountain, things like that. Always useful to do that. Let's check out mid. Benny poking Jake. Jake wants to go again. I don't know who I want to watch here. Oath clearing out and left. They're just patient. See, fire minions are coming. Left Phoenix is about to respawn. They're pinging that out. They're saying, look, it's about to spawn. Jake went back to base. Pana Thompson right. This is a 5v3. They step into the Phoenix, and they take the Phoenix. Textbook. Pretty much perfectly played. I don't know if they poked Jake and he had to go back to Fountain or what, or maybe he got his Spectral done or something. I'm not sure. But they grab it left. They step up early, so they know Panatom's not here because he has to deal with fire minions. And right, another time where they take an uneven fight. 5v4. I actually do remember what happens here. Okay, let's pay attention to this. Let's look at this. So, okay, so they use Nem ult. They bomb the Hades. They use Nem ult. They poke him super hard. It was a nice play. But then, let's have a look at their pathing here. So they all step in here. They're split by this tornado already. So you kind of don't like it. I would have called, let's go this way. There's no reason to path aggressively here. There's no threat currently anywhere but the players. So these fire minions are too far away to cause any threat. The Phoenix is already down. Mid Phoenix is already down. So you don't need to path this way. You're pathing aggressively through an incredibly small choke point, which is a big mistake here. So this is the first mistake they've made in their siege. Let's have a look. So they're gripping up the heal. Again, they're juking. They're going back and forward. So you've given them a chance to come up. And then I guess you're calling, let's group up for heals or something. They're pinging it out. Jake walking around here. They don't see him right now. SOT coming back full health. And you've got this dangerous flank from Panatom with no fire minions coming in. So there's nothing anymore to keep Panatom clearing waves. So in other words, you're no longer having an uneven fight here. SOT's on the way back. Let's see what happens. Jake gets a 5-man monolith shatter. Gets the ult onto all 5 as well. Panatom comes in. They're like, out, get out, get out, get out. They've got all relics, they've got everything. It doesn't really matter when you get 5-man Terrell into... And you look at the way they're trying to disengage as well. You'll see they'll go in different directions just out of panic. When Quake goes through the door, your support is running out through this door. The guy who has the cleanse and the healing. Your frontliner is up in front of the Phoenix while other people are dashing out. There's a Bakasura getting 3 carries with Golden Blade and crit. Not the situation you want to be in. It was a really good jump actually by Panatom, and there you go. SOT follows up. They're lucky to even get 2 here in my opinion. They're lucky that this wasn't worse. But they get 2, they lose 4 in the end, and this Phoenix will stand. So, you get 1, right? You get a mistake like that, and it's not that big of a deal. Because fire's not up, you got the 2 important Phoenixes. Whilst Netroid Gang is getting some farm, Jake's getting some farm. Not a huge deal overall. In my opinion, this this little mini throw. They're still well in control of the game. 10k gold. The gold lead isn't really growing at this point. Maybe one of the reasons for that is that the fire waves are pushing and clearing all the minions, so you're not really getting much XP or gold from waves, whereas the other team are. And you all died, which probably is a part of it. Gold Fury does go down to the Hounds. They grab gold. Jake looking for a play here. Oh, there's a pretty big misplay coming up. I want to actually watch SOT. Let's watch this together, because I remember him doing this. He's standing on the wall. He sees they're there. I don't know if he's trying to defend the ward or what. He doesn't have beads. And he's standing up there just trying to... What did he see? What do your L5s see, Solo Troll? Did they just have no idea they were coming? They must have known, right? Let's have a look. Are there wards here? There's a ward here. So they know. Jake sees them all. He knows. I mean, what? You're fucking mid laner and ADC are here. What are you doing? Okay. Well, that was SOT's troll moment. He was solo most of the game. That moment he was trolled. He has no beads. He has no protections. He had a tier 2 fucking cloak at that point. And a sack shroud. Now they're pulling this. I think they see the Baka on a ward. Yeah, this is good. Placing of wards. What I don't really like is their reaction to the Baka, though. They pull the FG. Maybe this is... I think this is probably fine. I am of the opinion, though, quite often when you see somebody looking for a flank like this, one of the best things you can do is run forwards. If they're stuck behind you, you know, they're scared to come through, clear these corners. If you just run forward at the enemy team and chase them, they're never going to catch you. Baka's pretty fast, but he's not clearing that gap, right? So if Oath goes forward, and if these three go forward and just go on to Jake, go on to Royd, go on to Pagon, I prefer that. But this should work out fine if they turn back. Jake goes forward. Ducky zoning on his own, but you see, Panatom does have to blink out, so maybe it was a good play. If Benny could have caught him, would have been the beads. Out he goes. You now know that he has no blink, so he's a lot less scary. Fire Oni wave is that. Pushing into the Titan. Again, playing to not have a fair fight. They wait for the minions to push, then they all in the fire. As soon as they know that people are back, they know that the Baka walked over to the left jungle. A good play. A good play around the fire. They play that one again, pretty textbook. I think they were right and I was wrong about the walk backwards rather than walk forwards thing in that situation, by the way. Having thought on it a little bit more, because the Phoenixes are down and fire minions are pushing. And again, they take the 5v4. Baka wasn't there. I don't know if they knew the Baka wasn't there, but they can see what's in front of them, right? They know no one's behind them because they've come through this jungle. They have this ward here, which is useful. Now let's see what they do here. Now they no longer... You see the last time they sieged mid, a good thing they did was Oath walked through this jungle and cleared it, essentially. This time they don't have that. They don't have any vision there, so they don't know this Bakasura is coming in from the back, so let's see how they deal with it. Oath, is he checking it? Let's watch Oath. They're stepping in. Maybe they're saying we don't see Baka. I don't know. No, they had no idea. They got kind of caught out by it. Was that Aegis? I think it was... Let's look at what relics were used in a sec. But anyway, Panatom, I think, had to just leap out of there. Didn't even have to beads, actually. And got beads out of Kern. Left that mid Phoenix just go down. So really not that bad. Sorry, I kind of missed that. Let's watch that again. So mid Phoenix goes down. They step out. The Baka's waiting around the corner. Good beads dash by Coast rather than Aegising there. If he Aegises there, he might get followed up on by the rest of the team. It's a really smart decision by Coast. Especially on the ping. That was a very quick reaction. If you don't know, Coast is playing from Europe. There we go. That was a nice play, but not able to catch Netrioid with the polymorph. And then they kind of overcommit on Jake here. They didn't need to try and all-in this Terra. Both dashed forwards. I think that's a really bad decision. I'm going to watch this again. Let's watch this at half speed or something. I want to watch this properly. Can I bring these walls down? No, they're already down. That's as down as they go. Okay. Fucking annoying, huh? I can't see shit. I can't see shit in this mist. Anyway, let's watch this one at half speed after the Phoenix goes down. Watch them go in here. Panatom's low HP. He's going back to Titan. Pagon's going back to clear waves. Left Phoenix is free. Again, uneven fight. They forced an uneven fight. They fought in mid. They poked them. They know that they can't contest this. There they go. Great stun. by Benny. Again, they know they've got an uneven fight here, so they get a great stun onto 2. I guess, look at the size of that heroism shield, by the way, from Jake. How much is that? 15% of his maximum health? Should we check? Oh, what button is it? There we go. F1. 4100. That's fairly easy maths. That's, what, 410 plus 205. 615. God, this guy's smart. I probably did that wrong. If I did, leave a like on the video. Anyway, he's dropping some fat shields for the team. Is it just... Yeah, just maximum health. Damn. Anyway. I think Netroid, did he beats or did he just get out? Doesn't have to shell. Okay, so they put the damage onto Jake. They can't quite kill him. Horrific Emblem, I think, was used by Jake there, which means they can't chase in. And I think Oath, let's watch him. Yeah, dash forward, looks for the dash auto. And he's run into trouble now. Really bad over chase on Jake. There's the shell, I think, coming out at this point. So you were never killing him. Shell was up. Terra ult, though, kind of wasted. But the Hades goes in, and the Hades gets a huge ult. Coast no beads anymore. I think he Aegis in it. He's stuck in there, quick blown up. They've all stacked on top of each other, chasing a Terra. And they've been absolutely cooked by Solo or Troll. Let's watch it again. So I think this might be the last fight. Let's watch from here. Okay, so you see that's a dash forward. Ducky's dashing to the right to try and beat SOT in combat as well, and they're just kind of standing here. I don't know if there's no dash available for Coast. He's Aegising, he's getting exploded. Benny throwing bombs in, but not really able to kill anybody at this point. A great shell, by the way, by Netroid. He loves buying shell. Benny Q tries to get out. Does get out. Benny, I think, managed to get Peg on there, right? He did kill him, which was a pretty big play all in all. There you go. We got 3 Phoenixes down. Still, 50 seconds on Benny, 30 on Quick, 30 on Coast. I don't know if those timers are accurate. They can be a bit off. Here comes the push. You have Hades pushing out left. Let's have a look in mids. 20 seconds on Quick at this point, according to the timers, which might not be accurate. Not sure. Oath looking for a play around the side. Okay. And then I think Oath really overplays this as well. Oh, no, maybe this isn't the one. Okay. Cool. Again, you've made a mistake. Pretty big mistake there. You got all 3 Phoenixes, though, and you didn't lose Fire Giant, and you didn't lose a Phoenix. So, you got away with another one. I thought the video was about to be over. Man, even though I'm only doing part of a game, we're going to be going wrong. Pagon, Panatom gets very lucky to live there. Almost dying to Oath. I'm not sure even if the little impling things, little snakes there, lizards, I think is probably the right term. Even if the little lizards weren't there, I think he probably lives, but I'm not sure. That's his... his beads were already down. Relics-wise, not in a terrible situation. If you're the Hounds, you probably want to wait on at least beads for Benny before fighting, which is fine because FG's not up for another minute or so. Let's group up around that. Let's see what happens. Maybe try and get some aggressive wards down early. Stepping up, making sure not to overcommit before they're grouped. They're like, oh, we could be looking for a pick. They're pinging them now. They see them. We see them on the map. We're safe. Let's get Chester. Are they going to do a tactical Chester? Oh, that's not a tactical. Surely you got to get that in the FG pit. What else have you got to do? Get that chest down somewhere useful. One thing I'm actually really disappointed on the new map. There's some cool mechanics like the roaming harpies and the chests and the bomb. But they all just do fucking nothing, you know? Roaming harpies are like the most significant, and that's not really saying much. You're not worried about the roaming harpy spawns or worried about them getting evaded too much, I don't think. Teams aren't yet, anyway. Maybe they will be. Maybe that'll be the new King's Scorpion play. Invading the roaming harpies on spawn. So again, back a split pushes, forces a backs, delays the push. Probably, I don't know if he saw the Gwen was missing, or if they saw maybe stepping over these wards that there was no Gwen there, so they're like, okay, he probably backed. Let's get back and group up, make sure they don't get a Phoenix for free. Let's see what happens now. Oath is dashing into mid, so he's used both his dashes. We know they're down. Saw and Panatom know they're down. They do seem to They're down for 2 seconds. He's stepping in the Phoenix. Oh, he's fine. Oh, he steps in there. Totally caught off. He's dead. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, what's happening? They got the Phoenix, but Jake horrifics them on the way out. Terra ults them on the way out. So they got one Phoenix, but now it's the worst Phoenix you can have. They lost their jungler. Misplay in mid by Oath. Stepped in too early, too alone. Probably, honestly, shouldn't have even been going mid. If I'm... What you want to do in that situation is, again, make sure you take an advantageous fight. If you have a guy in mid, they can easily collapse in you on either side from this nuke. So if you're pushing right and mid, they can come in here and collapse on you on either side, and they get the advantage in a fight. So you have to make sure not only that they can't engage on you in mid, but they can't engage on you in solo as well, and you're able to back out in both places. I would have much rather seen him go over to the duo lane, push down this left-hand Phoenix instead. I don't think what he did there was very good. Gets caught out by a Hades and a Bacca, and I think they get one Phoenix, but like that's not at all what you want. Getting the solo Phoenix, and now they step over a ward. They're like, okay, we can look for a sneaky play. Surely they won't have wards at 37 minutes. They see us in the jungle. They do. Jake round the back. Another huge monolith shatter. Now they're just trying to get out. Terra clapping the walls. Jake's so tanky as well. Such an impressive start to the season for him. And even now, this doesn't look that bad, but they just don't seem to be able to kill anybody anymore. Pegon goes dog mode. He's tanky. And here is Panatom. Panatom eats him up, puts him down. Coast dead. Ducky will survive, but Benny dead as well. Another flank. Was that vision diff? Let's have a look at the pathing here. So they have vision there, and you have no idea that this guy's coming in behind you. So you get caught out by a ward looking for a sneaky play in mid, and a 4v5. You end up in a disadvantaged fight. And yeah, you lose the game. So good punishes, nice macro play by the Warriors. Like they played the map well, they moved around well. Whenever there was a mistake from the Hounds, they took pretty much everything they could from it. Oath goes in, looks for the play. Didn't have beads there, just wanted to take someone down. I think you're losing either way here, right? Maybe if you get a miracle double kill there with some Bloodforge procs, you can hold the base. Very, very unlikely either way. Goes for the hero play, doesn't work out. Now it's Ducky's turn to be a hero. We need a hero. He doesn't do it, by the way. They end the game. But yeah. I hope that wasn't too rambly, and I hope that the things I was saying made sense and were useful in here. This is the sort of thing that the Warriors will be doing after this set, after these games. This is what they'll be doing going into this week, is looking back over this game and seeing the mistakes they made and how they can fix them, what they can do next time. And a lot of it's just about fundamentals and patience. It's about making sure that you don't get too carried away ahead of so you don't start talking about the Phoenix Siege before you get there. You've got to focus on walking the right way and not giving the team an opportunity to fight you. And then when you get to the Phoenix, you have to actually think about what you're doing. Like, I think that push at the end on the solo Phoenix was really, really like just bad fundamentally. You're going for the worst Phoenix. You're not splitting the furthest away Phoenixes. You should almost always split the two Phoenixes that are further away if you want to split. And you allow them to get engages onto you. And then they go for this. It was a tilt play, that group at the end. That's a tilt call. And they've all gone along with it. They don't know where the vision is. They've lost their jungler before the fight. I don't know if they were fully grouped up again with Oath before they went down a mid. Probably should have paid more attention to that. But yeah, they get caught out. They have no vision behind them. The Bacca is able to activate 17k damage in this game. 19k only for the NEM as well. 50k for Benny Q. Benny Q was absolutely owning. 12 wards for Panatom. I wonder if there was a significant ward difference here. I don't think so. No, wards were probably in favor of the Hounds, which makes sense because they were winning. Oh, they got rid of Squelch. R.I.P. Squelch. 2012 to 2023 probably. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully you found that at least somewhat useful. I'll maybe make some more of these. I was thinking about looking at the Warriors' failed sieges as well, just while I'm in the mindset of doing some analysis on it. But yeah, let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see me look at, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.